I thought you wanted to say that it's a season when we lose our minds. Do you agree that probably we've gotten there a bit too early this time?
I think, Fred, the only person who is honest with the conversation about not inflaming others is the Kenyan citizen himself, but not the politicians. The politicians are always acting on political expediency. And that's why you'll realize that even when Hassan says what he says, again, they will respond in equal measure in the name of trying to cascade, to point a finger at what he said. But as they point a finger at what he said, they say things that are even worse. Because in the political realm, these ones are just using, this is just a political banter to the politicians. So at the end of the day, it is not necessarily about the honesty of what they are saying. And that's why they will always move away from the real issue. Hassan Omar was actually speaking about land issues and talking about the injustice in land. Now, that is a real issue. But then how he said it, because in politics, again, how you say it is very, very important, sometimes more important than actually what you said. When he started by pulling the name of the former president, and then slowly mutated into the name of the community, and that just went helter-skelter. That was extremely wrong, and all of us should call that out. But we, the citizens, must actually call it out more than the politicians, and we should be able to understand that the call-out from politicians is not honest. Because most of the time, they only call it out when it's the other side. When it favors me politically, that is the time I call it out. I was very surprised to see Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka saying that that is a very bad thing. And in fact, the party leader of Hassan Omar should actually be the one to be called out, when he didn't want the same to be done to him when he was the party leader of Farah Maalim. Now, that is the double standard. When he was the one who was able to talk about the same thing, and you remember there was a time he told a journalist that your name betrays you. At that time, he wanted to say he has been misunderstood. But quickly forward today, now he wants it to be dealt with seriously because it is now the other side. So for me, I've always argued that we as citizens must understand that when we listen to our politicians, sometimes we must have that ear to understand that, wait a minute, it's not that they are very honest, that they really do not want this. It is just that it is from the other side. And so because this one is now my opponent, and it looks cool on camera for me to call it out, this is the time for us to hammer him bonker very hard. That's why you can be seeing all the blows are going to Hassan extremely. Not because the politicians calling him out are genuine, not because they are the next best bread, but it's just because it is the other side and we are now on this side.
Right. Let's listen.